Hi guys, it's Denise and we are here in the nursery. Denise's Reborn Doll Nursery. It is Sunday morning and it's about 9:05, 9:10, and today is March the 29th, 2026. And I just wanted to come into the nursery. I do have a couple of bag openings, actually doll reviews that I got from AliExpress. And I got the babies because they were on sale. I think I got one for like $19 and the other one was like maybe 22. And they were just cute babies that I saw and I just wanted to get them. They were so cheap that I just wanted to get them. So I got those. They came in on yesterday and so yeah, we'll get to those shortly. I'm going to come back in another video and do those. But what I wanted to come this morning and just do an update on my nursery infant carts or hospital carts. And I think said in the last video when I initially showed you the cart that I had thought about making one. And then I was able to secure this one, so I decided not to do that. I'm gonna go back a little bit so you guys can see. But I had purchased the cart and everything from Amazon, and instead of returning it, they gave me a partial refund, and I was able to just keep the cart. So I'm gonna show you what I was able to do with that one in a minute. So this is the initial NICU or infant hospital cart that I was able to acquire on eBay. Got a great deal for it. The seller was so nice and he even delivered it to me for free. So I was able to get that and I just thought it was nice. It was something I've always wanted for my nursery. And then I were able to find these little clear little sleeves like that. And then I put a little pink card in. So I'll use a pink card for when it's a girl, and then I'll use a blue card for when it's a boy. But I thought this was so neat. And of course, this is just a larger one for, a bigger baby, just the hospital card. But because I had already purchased the other items and couldn't really return them or chose not to, I decided to go ahead and make my own little cart. So this is the cart that I purchased from Amazon right here. And I couldn't find a clear acrylic bin at all. I was looking everywhere. I did find one like this for a medical company, but I was not able to get in contact with them or to set up an account to even purchase. So I decided not to worry about that. And it was almost $200. So it would be almost as much as I paid for the actual whole cart. So decided not to do that. I had already purchased this. So this one by far is smaller, of course, but it does have the little wheels on it where it rolls. My husband put this cart together for me on yesterday. He did an amazing job. Shout out to my husband. And this bin is clear, but it's not acrylic. So you can still see through it though, guys. And I was trying to find something that has 3 shelves here. So this is a lab cart that I found from Amazon. In case any of you want to do something similar to this for your nursery, just to have somewhat of a setup for an infant hospital cart, it's easy. I didn't have to do anything other than have my husband put the cart together. And then I had purchased this bin on Amazon as well. It was like a 24 by 16 or something like that. I'll try to get the Amazon links and put them in the comments when I do post this video. But I thought it was a neat little idea. This is going to be for my preemie babies, the smaller babies, when they come into the nursery or they need surgery, or when I decide to do a nursery photo of them. So yeah. And then also I have it where I can set it up like this. So it's adjustable. So you can set it up. That way you can see the baby a little bit better. And I did like that it had these little blue clips already on the end. Didn't do that purposely or intentionally. It just happened to be that way, but it matches all of my other little blue and white in my nursery. So I just thought this was a neat idea. Just wanted to share with you guys if this is something that you wanted to do on your own. I purchased a card. It was like $50, $60. I think like maybe $56 or $57, something like that. Maybe 60 with tax and all of that. And then I got this little cart right here. I think I paid about $15 for that. And this is how it looks if it's adjusted, how it sets up. That way you can still see the baby in the cart inside of the bin. I just thought it was neat. And I also put the little sleeves on here. You can put any color. It's a little clear sleeve that I purchased, and I'll put that information there as well. And then I just used a blue and a pink index card and just slid it inside. I think it's a 3x5. The sleeve is as well as the card. And you can just slide that in there with the baby's information, birthing information on it. I did make up some birthing announcements while I was at work. And I'll have to get those and bring them up. I think I left them in my car. But yeah, so guys, this is an easy, quick, and inexpensive way for you to have an infant cart in your nursery if that's something that you desire. And don't want to spend a whole bunch of money or is not able to find one like I was blessed and lucky to find on eBay. But I think it's cute. And like I said, you can set it down, you can adjust it. And I wanted to show you, these come this way. So this is the original one. You slide it out just a little bit. And you can lift this up. Just like that. It slides back. It has a little niche right there where the baby goes. And see that little niche right there? It goes down and the cart sits just like that. So if you wanted to adjust it that way and have your baby sit up in the NICU, if you wanted to photograph them that way, you can do that. And so that's kind of the concept that I had when I did that with this one. So now we have this one and that one. We have both of them in the nursery. And I thought it was cute. It's not the same, but for the fraction of the price that I paid for this one, the original one, it's okay. It serves its purpose. Of course, I have the hospital blankets. I have some hospital hats. And, yeah. So I just wanted to come in and show you guys this, how neat it was. And it's very close to the original one. Like I said, I wish I was able to find a clear bin, like an acrylic bin instead of a plastic one, but it still serves its purpose. It's just in the nursery. Really, no one is going to see it other than when I photograph and show you pictures or show you videos. Other than that, no, it's really just for me. But if it's something that you desire and you want to have in your nursery, then there is a way to do that. And I just wanted to share with you guys my little idea and how it turned out. All right. And like I said, it's for my smaller babies. This baby is like a 17-inch baby, and his little feet is right here. And I also put one of those cards at the bottom here with another one of the little sleeves. And you can just do that. This one has 3 shells. So I thought it turned out pretty neat. And I didn't have to do any cutting or anything like that. It turned out perfectly. The cart fits perfectly. The little bin fit perfectly. I think this cart was like 26 inches by something, and the bin was like 24, but it fits in here perfectly. I can slide, the wheels are great. I can slide it this way. Yep, he's sitting here. And then we of course have this one, and it's sitting up now, so it's adjustable, so it actually works out. And then I can always let it back down and slide it back a little bit. And then we have that. And like I said, I did purchase some hats. So I have some hospital hats. This one is for the boys. And then I found these for the girls. They have little bows on them. That is so cute. They have the ones for the girls with the bows on them, and the ones for the boys. Boys are plain, and they come with little mittens. So yeah, so we did get those. Oh, that's another one. We get 4 for the girls. Yep. So we do have those. And like I said, I did end up ordering some wrist bracelets for the babies, and they have the little paper for you to write their information on. And of course we have a couple more blankets, and I do have some more of these. I have some older ones somewhere. I think they're in my closet. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on and show you guys an update of the hospital cart with the baby in it. And then my makeshift one that I created, and I had already purchased everything, so I just went ahead and went with it. Amazon gave me a partial refund to just keep the cart and not turn it back in. So I just decided to do that. And then with the mattress in here, this is basically just a really thick blanket. Not really thick, but a kind of thick blanket. And I put it inside of a pillowcase or a pillowcase cover, but a white pillowcase would do just fine. And I made sure that it wasn't anything that was too thick. So it wasn't, because this is not as deep as I would have, initially wanted it. But you can see here the mattress is not that thick. And it's basically just a blanket. You can use a towel or anything, and then just put a white pillowcase over the little towel or blanket and use that as a mattress for the baby. And this one did come with a mattress, but you see it's about the same thickness. It's about the same. And I just put a white pillowcase basically over that mattress that came in here. So you can still see the baby from the side. And I was just trying to kind of have the same setup here with this one. So you guys weigh in. Let me know what you think of my customized, it's the word I'm going to use, my customized infant cart. And I would say this one is for my preemies, my smaller babies. And then this one right here would be for my larger babies. So my big babies, I can put them here if I need to, my bigger babies. And then my smaller babies can go in this one. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to do in this video, was to come and show you guys that I created my own, another cart, infant cart for my babies. Yep. And it has wheels. It's a steel cart just like that one. It functions the same exact way. You get the same setup for less money. And then I can store towels or blankets or supplies for the baby under there. I did have some of these that I purchased, I think, years ago. And they're like doggy pads, but you know, they use these in the hospital. These little blue pads in the baby's nursery. And I've had these for a while, a long time actually. And I think I ordered them. I think they use them like dog pads now, or pads to go in the bed, but they have these in the hospital all the time. So that's good for just for the look. You have that little hospital pad under here. This is just for, you know, the way it would look at the hospital. They use these pads a lot in the hospital, in the NICU. So, all right, guys, I just wanted to share that with you all. Like I said, there's a drawer on this one, and this one right here has 3 shelves. So, yes, I think it turned out great. You guys let me know what you think. I'm going to slide him over there so you can kind of see both units together. So I think it's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think. If it's something that you would do, if it's something that, you know, I know a lot of people like these carts. And if you have, you know, space or room in your nursery to do something like this, I do have a guest room. If I needed to move them out, I can slide them, just roll them into my guest room and just let them sit in there if I needed to have space in my nursery, or if it starts to look, you know, too cluttered or whatever, then I can just take them out. That's why I love that they are on rollers. But it turned out great. I think it turned out really good. I really do. And then, like I said, it's adjustable. All I have to do is just, you know, just grab it and slide it back down like that. And it sits perfectly. I'll come back. Yep. So then he sits perfectly just like that. All right. So that's what I came up with. And you know, because I didn't know how it was going to turn out. I didn't know, you know, I just knew I wanted to have one. And that didn't turn out bad. I think it's pretty decent, especially for your smaller babies, for your little preemies or smaller babies that you have in the nursery. If you wanted to, you know, just have something like this. I just thought it was a cute idea. And I like to share. So when I, you know, come up with an idea, or if I find something I think is neat, I like to share it with you guys. All right, guys. Well, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about my customized hospital cart. And also the original one. Okay. I guess I should have turned the light on. That would have helped a little bit. Okay. Alrighty. And so it's not bad compared to the actual cart. It's a great alternative, especially financially. It's a great alternative. If you can't find something like this, or if you don't have this in your budget, it was extremely, this one I got a great deal on. And like I said, the guy was in Cartersville and he delivered it to me for free. So that was such a blessing. But these things are so expensive, and shipping is even more expensive. So since I got a great deal, I was able to go ahead and acquire it and get it. But this is a great alternative. And this is what I had came up with in my mind before I was even able to get this one. I had seen another one and it was twice the price of this one. And then I saw this one and I placed an offer on it, and the gentleman accepted my offer, gave me a great discount. And so, yeah. And this is just a smaller version of that, and it serves its purpose. So, yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about my hospital cards in the nursery. And I'll use these for photos when I do surgery on my babies, or when I have new babies coming to the nursery. We'll start back doing our hospital photos, because I used to do that when I first started my nursery. Of course, I didn't have a card or anything. I just used to take pictures with the hospital hat and hospital blankets. And so, yeah. But I think it turned out great. I really do. And like I said, that's just a huge bin that I was able to find with the lab cart. And I got all of these things from Amazon. So it's doable, it's easy, and it's affordable. All right, guys, I'm going to end this video, and I will be back with a couple of doll reviews from AliExpress.